Hi, I'm Marcus. You just bought a mCable and want to use it to watch HD broadcast from your set-top box. Let me walk you through it. This training video is designed to teach you 3 things: how to install your mCable, how to optimize your set-top box configuration, how to see the picture quality improvements. First, let's cover some basics. In the US you have 3 main ways to get broadcast TV: cable, satellite and terrestrial, also called over the air. To receive and decode channels you have a set-top box. You can get a variety of channels with different resolutions, some progressive, some interlaced. The HD channel landscape is fairly evenly split between 720p and 1080i. Channels with fast action, like sports, are usually 720p. Interlaced format is a technology of the past. Be aware that mCable does not modify interlaced signals, 480i and 1080i. They pass through as they would with a regular cable. Let's compare progressive to interlaced at HD resolution. A 60Hz Full HD TV must by definition display 1920 by 1080 pixels 60 times per second, no matter what the input is. Displaying 1080p 60 input on this TV is trivial. Every 1/60th of a second the TV receives 1920 by 1080 pixels and can display those same pixels directly. Not so simple for 1080i. Every 1/60th of a second, the TV only receives half the lines from the image. Even and odd lines are transmitted alternately. But your TV must still display all the lines to you. There are basically 2 options. The first is repeating the lines, but then you really have half the vertical resolution of 1080p, almost as poor as SD. The second option is to find the missing lines in the previous and or next frame. This works great if the content is not moving. But TV content is usually moving. Then you end up watching something like this. This is what interlaced artifacts look like. Back to your set-top box. We covered the input. But what actually comes out of your set-top box? I confess I had never looked at my set-top box output settings after the installer set it up. Most set-top boxes unfortunately force you to choose one static output, usually between 720p and 1080i. This is wrong. First, set-top boxes are usually not good at processing video, like to interlacing or upscaling. Then, your TV is progressive. 720p channels should never be converted to interlaced, as their quality will greatly suffer. Last, converting 1080i channels down to 720p can also damage picture quality. Better set-top boxes, like TiVo, can output channels in their native format. What comes in comes out. This will always give you the best quality, with or without mCable. You should know one last thing about HD broadcast. Channels are heavily compressed, and even though the resolution is HD, the quality is not at all comparable to Blu-ray. Time for our hands-on demo. With your existing setup, that is without mCable, turn on your TV and set-top box. Now switch to a 720p HD channel, like ESPN. Watch and remember the picture quality. Try to watch different types of content on this channel: events, talk shows, ads. If your set-top box is also a DVR, you should record several minutes of this channel, so you can play it back later or even pause for a fair comparison. What you should see is that picture quality is mediocre. For HD it is pretty blurry. And some sequences have compression artifacts and jagged edges. Now press the info or display button on your TV remote. It should show you the resolution and frame rate that your TV is receiving from your decoder. There. My TV is receiving 720p 60. If your TV is not, then let's fix this now. Let's use your set-top box remote to enter the settings menu. Find the output resolution menu. Your options may look like this. If your device offers you native or original resolution, choose that. Otherwise select 720p. Back to live TV. Check your TV's input resolution again, it is now 720p. Now let's connect your mCable. First, unplug and remove your existing HDMI cable. Now connect mCable. First, connect mCable USB to your TV's USB port. You can use an external AC to USB adapter like a smartphone charger if your TV has no available USB port. Next, connect the shorter mCable HDMI connector to your set-top box HDMI output. Last, connect the longer mCable HDMI connector to the same TV HDMI input port that your set-top box was previously connected to. Play your channel again. Voila! You can now enjoy mCable's picture quality. Remember what this channel looked like before? Replay your recording if you have one. There is more detail and sharpness now. Contours are smooth. Overall, you should see a bump in quality. This actually feels like full HD. That's because it is. Just check the TV input resolution again from mCable by pressing Info on your TV remote. Voila, 1080p. Now enjoy watching your favorite shows. And remember, your 1080i channels have the same quality as before. Your 720p channels are now enhanced.
Hi Marcus, are you ready for the big game? Wow, this looks awesome. I wonder if they allocated more bandwidth for this game.
Yes, something like that. That's it. Thank you. mCable. Seeing is believing.